Bitcoin has gone down as low as 86K. Are we going to be seeing 80K or lower, or are the bulls going to start rallying soon? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 6:05 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 86,450. And before we do the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade. On Friday, I gave you guys a possible head and shoulder pattern with the measure move taking us below 88K with up around 87,890. Not only did we hit that, but we eventually went all the way down as low as 86,074. So congratulations on whoever took this play. This is a big win for the FlexCandle community. Quick heads up before we continue, I'm about to release the FlexCandle beginner course where I break down how to read candles, structure, indicators, and actually plan trades the right way. If you're interested, email me at flexcandle2025@gmail.com and just write, "I want the course." Anyone who emails me before the launch will get a 50% discount when it drops in the next week or two. All right, let's get back into the chart. Now we're gonna start off here with the monthly chart. This candle closes in the next 6 days and 1 hour. And I just wanna show you that right now, this is looking pretty bearish. We are starting to lose a 21 moving average. We have a bearish hammer here. The 21 moving average is currently at 88,796. If we lose a 21 moving average, then we could start falling down towards this 50 moving average, and that's at 56,770. The 2-week chart is also starting to lose the 50 moving average. This closes in about a week, so we still have time to see if things turn over. But right here on the stochastics RSI, it looks like we're starting to roll over. The RSI is below 50. We're rolling over as well. This is not looking good. We lose this 50 moving average, we could start heading down to this 80 moving average at 67,358. On the weekly chart, this is closing today in the next 53 minutes, and this is the first time that we're starting to lose this 100 moving average. We lost it here with a wick, but not with a body candle. If we lose this with a body candle, it's possible we could start dropping down now. Look at the VRVP, we have a big gap here. We could easily fall down to this shelf, and that's also at 69,653. If I put on the patterns, you guys know I have this in a bear flag, and look, we're starting to breach the bear flag already. We're starting to make some of the measure move. This measure move takes us down to about 69K. We zoom into the stochastics RSI. Look at this, we're about to roll over just like how we did here. I was telling you guys before, maybe we can end up doing some type of an inverted head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI, where this is the left shoulder, this is the head. We roll over once again, get lowered prices, then make a right shoulder, and maybe we end up blasting up, but that'll probably take us to about April, May, around there. So let's see what ends up happening with that. Right now, this is not looking good if we close below the 100 moving average. If we take a look at the 6-day chart, we see that the stochastics are looking kind of weak here. Looks like we want to roll over. We already lost the 100 moving average. Next line of defense is going to be this 200 moving average. That's at 63,000. Taking a look at the 5-day chart, this closes also today in the next 51 minutes. This is looking bad. This looks like we want to go towards this 200 moving average. That's at 71,358. We have a big red engulfing candle that closed prior, and now we're going even lower. In the 4-day chart, stochastics are on the way down. Look how close we are to this 200 moving average. That's at 82,200. On the 3-day chart, this candle, the last candle closed red. We closed below the 200 moving average. I was telling you guys, if we close below the 200 moving average, more than likely we might see more downside. So far that has been true. This new candle closes in the next 2 days and 1 hour. If we cannot make it back above this 200 moving average, I do expect more downside. The stochastics are also on the way down. 2-day chart, stochastics are on the way down. We lost the 21 moving average. This is now looking to me like a head and shoulder pattern here. Left shoulder, head, and this looks like a right shoulder. It's kind of like a slanted head and shoulder pattern. And if this is the case, this measure move could take us down to about 77K, and this will just continue to give us more of the measure move of this bear flag. It's not over yet, but let's keep this in mind because this candle still closes in the next day and 1 hour. But if it closes like this looks like a slanted head and shoulder to me. Now on the daily chart, stochastics look horrible. It looks like we're rolling over here. This RSI definitely dumped over. Right here, you can see the head and shoulder even more prevalent. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If this closes like this today, then yeah, I would say that this is a head and shoulder pattern. So you know what? I am going to create the measured move, and if this this does break down, this is going to take us to about 77,625. We head over now to the 22-hour chart. We can see that the stochastics are rolling over. You can see the head and shoulder pattern here even more clearly. And for the next couple of time frames, we're just going to look at the stochastics RSI really quickly. 12-hour chart, you can see stochastics on the way down. 10-hour chart, stochastics on the way down. 8-hour chart, stochastics on the way down. So as you can see, there's not much breathing room here to show us that we have any life of going up. 4-hour chart is below the dotted line. We're still not curving up. We could definitely drag here for a while. Look how long we dragged here. This is crazy. We had a head and shoulder pattern here on the stochastics RSI. We have a rounded top here as well. This wick looks crazy that we got rejected off this 21 moving average. So this is just showing that we do have more downside to come. On the 1-hour chart, stochastics are low. This looks like it wants to roll over. The only thing we have going for us is that we are kind of far from the 21 moving average. That's currently at 88,055. So we have two things that could happen here. Either we could go up, touch the 21 moving average, and then roll over, or hopefully we could continue going up from there, but that looks less likely. Or we'll just continue to make more candles here going sideways. This will eventually become a bear flag as this 21 moving average comes to touch price, and then we'll probably roll over and have more downside. So that's overall what I'm seeing happening right now for Bitcoin. 15-minute chart, we're getting toppy here. We're about to roll over as well, and we already touched the 21 moving average here. So this is already primed to have more downside. The only thing that I'm seeing is maybe this could be a double bottom, and if this is a double bottom, this will take us probably only to about like 87,500. So unless we could really get above this 200 moving average on this 15-minute chart, I'm just seeing more downside at the moment for Bitcoin. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.